What's happening, party people? Happy Motivate Monday. This is your daily morning motivational message because motivation's just like our personal hygiene. You want to do it on a consistent and regular basis to maintain a standard of excellence and care of the thing that is most valuable to you, and that is your personal self. If we don't take good care of ourselves, we can't expect it or wait around for somebody else to do it. It starts at home within the self. So I want you to have a strong mind, a mind that is clear on the goals and the dreams that you're here to pursue, a mind that is bulletproof from all of the noise and negativity and toxicity and distraction in the world, a mind that is focused, following one course until successful without distraction. And even if that distraction is wanting to impede, you have the proper defenses to protect against all of those inevitable distractions and interruptions of life. So, leadership is one of the highest paid paths in the world. If you can learn how to embody being an outstanding leader, it can change your life and the lives of those who encounter you forever. And you can literally uh, create a new pathway that is a completely different trajectory than the one you're on right now, just by choosing to be a leader. Now, leadership is difficult because it means you're taking on the brunt of responsibility. You're taking all of the hits. You're what we would call a pioneer because you're leading from the front, which means you're most susceptible to the numerous arrows that are going to come your way. There's a big target on your front and your back. However, it also means that you have the opportunity to create a lot of success because you're also moving forward, and you're in the front, so you can see things, you can see further, faster, and you can make adjustments along the way. And you have to become a better version of yourself. There's no other way around it. That being said, it's also lonely. Leadership is a lonely road because very few people are going to choose that path. Very few people would want to take on all of the onus and the responsibility. They like to stay hidden. They like to blend in. They don't want the spotlight because it's going to elevate their flaws and their character issues and their misdeeds. So they don't want to draw attention to themselves so they can continue to do dirt and things of that nature. So leadership is a lot. Leadership is a lonely road. You're very often going to be the only one in your cheering section. You're very often going to be the only one that's doing the work day in and day out. You have to look into the accountability mirror for support and encouragement because there's no one there to give it to you. There's no one who cares because you you made this choice and you have to forge that path. But that is where the most significant growth is going to take place. Are you willing to discipline yourself in such a way that growth is perpetual, that pain is your teacher, your instructor, that isolation is leveraged for greater inner reflection and understanding and strength? As you continue on this path of constant, never ending improvement, of learning the career, the professional track that you're on, of creating a level of mastery when it comes to the impact that you want to have on this planet, how you want to strategically partner with other people. When you are cultivating your vision, that clear, concise mental picture, well, it's your picture, it's your vision. And your job is to have the clarity of the vision and also convey that to as many as is required because the specificity of the picture makes it easier to convey and connect with other people. And with you moving in the courage of your conviction, it draws people to you. You're like, and it, you're sending out the signal, and it's landing on the right ones. It has to go out to a lot of people, but the right people are going to hear it because they're going to resonate with your vision. They're going to be attracted to your courage and your conviction. They're going to respect the fact that you had to begin with the end in mind and that you had to take ownership of this and start living in your future long before it becomes manifest. There's power in that. There's something about that faith act, the act of faith, right? The evidence of things hoped for, the substance of things not seen, meaning we are living in that vision fully. We are fully immersed energetically, emotionally, visually with the five senses. We can hear sounds in our dreams and our goals. We can sense things with our dreams and our goals. We can obviously see things and experience things at a physiological level because we get so excited. There are so many times throughout the day where I'll just get goosebumps because I'm thinking about the future. I can see it and feel it and taste it and touch it. And so people resonate with that because a lot of people are living very dull lives, very predictable lives, lives of routine, lives of dissatisfaction, and they're missing the push. They're missing that thing that is greater and bigger than themselves that can also reward them because they're actually pursuing something that is significant, gives them a sense of fulfillment and purpose because they're changing other people's lives in the process. A lot of people don't have, situations like that if it's a job or a career where they're changing lives every day. They don't have that luxury. They don't have that experience. So if you have a goal and a dream that is, cosmic in its scope, and you're forging this path first and foremost by yourself, that faith becomes that solo act that will beckon acquire. It will beckon others that want to come and support and contribute and help to bring this dream into reality because people will begin to buy into the vision that you have. We've seen this so many times throughout history where you've seen so many great leaders who get very good at articulating their vision, articulating their mission, articulating their outcome. And people hear it and they resonate with it because they can see it too. You can paint a picture that others can see it too, even though it's not manifest yet. And they buy into that and they lock arms with you and they move forward in that same lockstep, in that same spirit. And before long, things begin to manifest. But it starts at home. It starts with you. And at the very beginning of this, I talked about the ability to discipline yourself for growth, for constant, never-ending improvement. What are you reading this morning? What are you going to listen to on your drive in and your commute, your drive time university? What are you programming yourself with in terms of programming yourself for success? What are your daily habits and rituals in terms of your fitness and your working out and your exercising? Are you engaging in the income producing activities for your business? Are you building yourself up, steadying your mind, being persistent and consistent, and mentally toughening your mind each and every day so that you can do the work that will create the results? So that when people look at you, they're the embodiment as a leader. If they do what you do, they're going to have success. If they model your behavior, they're going to be better human beings, better parents and spouses and leaders in their community. So that's the loneliness of leadership, is that you're the one that's setting the tone. The loneliness of leadership is that there's no one else that's going to come and level up the atmosphere that you're in. You have to level it up. You have to be the man. You have to be the woman. You have to be the one. And that's difficult. If you remember this movie back in the day, The Matrix, which was written by a brilliant sister, I can't remember her name, and she ended up winning a lawsuit over it. But The Matrix is a really great film, and she crafted this story about this cat named Neo and this other cat, Morpheus. And Morpheus is trying to tell Neo, like, listen, you're the one. And Neo's like, man, I'm not the one. Like, he's in denial. He doesn't want to own it. And Morpheus keeps positioning Neo in situations that are impossible to overcome so that Neo can begin to understand, based on how he performs, that no, you are the one. And throughout the course of the movie, you could tell that it's starting to get to him a little bit. He's starting to realize it. And eventually it takes a life-altering moment for him to come to that life-altering realization. But the point of the story is that So often we are afraid to take ownership of our greatness. We are in denial about our greatness. We want to pawn it off on something or someone else. There's greatness in you. As my mentor, Mr. Les Brown, great speaker, he's been my speaking mentor for years. And that is his phrase, there's greatness in you. And I believe that we all have greatness in us, that we have to take ownership. We have to take the leadership role because it starts at home. If you can't lead yourself, you can't lead anybody else. And if you're willing to take on that mantle of leadership and live by example and embody the principles, your life can be magical and you can impact others as well. Have an awesome and amazing Motivate Monday. If you got some value, please like and subscribe and go ahead and pass this message on because it's a blessing.